Okay. Oh, all right. So it looks like this is working. Hopefully everything is coming through, audio and video. But this is behind the button. I do a Cinema 4D YouTube channel, and I've wanted to do a live stream for a while, and I thought this might be a good opportunity. I'm not sure if anybody has noticed that is familiar with my channel, but my logo, channel graphics, whatever, are based on different aspects of the Cinema 4D user interface. And so um, they've updated the user interface, specifically this kind of middle section here. So I thought it might be fun to, um, go and see what that is about and see what it looks like when I uh, update everything there. So the plan is to change the geometry. All the materials and everything have been updated already. So I'll just have to set this up, create some render passes, and go from there. Right? Do some compositing in After Effects. Cool. All right. So really, like I said, the circle is the main thing I'm going to need to change. I need to change it to a diamond. So that's what I'm going to be starting with here. All right. So let's go into a front view for this. Really, the proportions should be similar. And I think I can just choose that four-sided polygon, or actually spline, rotate it, scale it up. Try and make it about the same size as the sphere. Now, I'm not sure the proportions are the same with this compared to kind of the icon right there I'm going with. So, all right. Just scale that up a little bit. And awesome. I think that is looking good. One more check. Maybe a bit wider. Something like that. Great. To center this up, I'm going to cheat by putting it inside of here for a second to zero it out. So that should be all centered. Now the real question is, what do I do with that ring? Because that ring is no longer there. Well, it is. So we'll go ahead and add a ring around it. So I can actually use that extrude. Put this into an extrude. See what we got. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. Round this out a bit. Something like that. Position it where the old one is. And get rid of it. All right, so we got that. Now I need a separate shape to replace the ring here. I wonder if I can just duplicate it. Hide the extrude for a second. And scale it up. And then create outline from it. Hopefully we can see. There we go. Something like that. Now I wish I'd kept that other one just to get the thickness right, but that looks like it can work. Let's look through my camera. Ultimately, that's the most important view. Okay. All right, not too bad. May want to change the position of these things just a bit. It doesn't seem quite centered anymore. My move tool. Yeah. Liking that. Okay. Maybe something like that there. Anything else want to change? Well, the position. And there was actually some animation on this stuff, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that right now. Oh, interesting. Kept it there. Well, you know what I can do? Save incremental here. Open up the previous file, then copy those keyframes. Right. Should it be just scale, I think, but let me double check. Yep. So right click, animation. I think this is actually off screen, but I'm choosing copy track. Now I can come back here, find that extrude and an animation and choose paste track. And there we go. Awesome. Get a little bit of intersecting there. I see. So it's because this got kind of moved back. And this probably should come back a little bit. There we go. Perfect. All right, that wasn't too bad. Okay, let's see what we got in my camera that I've messed up the view. Will it snap back? Will not. Control Shift Z will undo camera movement. So a little bit different than just your normal Control or Command Z to undo. And you know, it looks like I ran out. So I'll do the same thing. I'll just copy this camera and paste it here. Get rid of this one. And oh, I know. I don't know why it does this, but sometimes you have to also check it uses render view. There we go. All right. So got that view. Should have worked. I think it was that uses render view thing the whole time. But okay, that's looking pretty good. I don't know. Do I want it maybe just a bit bigger overall? Yeah, I do think that looks a little bit better. It's not out of my camera. Just move it back. Now I'm good. And that same uses render view issue. Oh well, won't worry about that right now. That's looking good. So, I think I'm ready to start creating my AOVs. I don't think I have any created here. So AOV manager. I don't know why, but I could have swore you could have accessed the AOV manager here in what was it? R26, but it's not showing up for me. I really missed that. But here we go. Oh, I do have an ambient occlusion one, so I'll make a new one there. And I do think I'm going to use a crypto mat. I don't use these very often, but since this is just a still, I will. And oh, got a comment asking if I'm going to save the stream. Definitely saving the stream. Going to upload it shortly after. Going to check it, make sure the audio and everything sounds good. You know, haven't done something like this before, but the plan is, yeah, to save it and have it just like any other video I have up. But crypto mats are a bit tricky since you have to kind of save them on their own. They can't be in an EXR or a layered file with others. So yeah, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on where this is gonna save because it'll be a little bit trickier, but I think that's it. I think object name should be good. And the depth there looks fine. You know, you have different options for a crypto mat, how you want it to be created, whether it's based on the object name, material name, or a couple other options, but those are the two big ones. So that looks good. And oops, don't want another one. I do want my custom one for ambient occlusion. And I've already created my ambient occlusion material, but it's under utilities and AO. And then once you create that material, you just drag it into there. So I'll call it AO. And let's see. So yeah, the crypto mat I have to save out. Hopefully it saves with everything else. AO, I'll preview that. I think I've already done it, but just in case I want to, okay, I guess it isn't set up. Get rid of the ambient occlusion on the red material. So it looks like it's already set up. And if you've never done that before, tried to alter an ambient occlusion, let's see, we can dock this right here. An ambient occlusion AOV, let's say if there's something you want to be excluded, all you have to do is put this store color node in between the material and output node, and then choose the color you want. So actually, you can just use this one. I've set the color here to white, and then you choose what AOV you want it to be put in. And if I choose AO, we'll then see the diamond turn flat white. One thing I could have swore I've been able to do in the past, but I would like to do for the this glass material here would be to get it transparent. And I could definitely save out a different image where that's hidden from the renderer using a redshift object tag, or maybe even just the stoplights there. But yeah, I don't feel like getting too crazy with this today. I don't think it'll be a huge deal. I really don't even use ambient occlusion that much with redshift, if I'm being honest. It does global illumination so well, but still like to have it just out of habit. So, all right, cool. I think that is all I got there. Really wish my camera would go back to its view, and it looks like it has. So let's save this out now. I think I need to tell this where to save. We'll do raw. Right. So save that in there. So that's where I'm hoping the crypto mat goes. And then for my regular images, I'll just do these as PNGs. Don't need an alpha channel. Make sure we save this in the same folder. Beauty underscore. What I like to call everything, unless I have multiple cameras, which I do for this, but it's a still image. So AOV. All right. Cool. So that's coming along nicely, I think. Let's render this to the picture viewer, see if we get any problems. Wouldn't mind updating the animation as well here, but for today, I think I'm just going to do the still and kind of use that as a template for the little icon, which is just the B from this first part, the T here, and then the B there. So I won't probably do that on stream since it's pretty much the same process. I still think this is a little bit off center. Seems a bit strange to me, but I can always adjust that after. So, all right, that's done. AO, got our crypto mat. Awesome. Darn it, we're not seeing inside. I didn't see any settings for that in the crypto mat. I would be curious to check. Crypto mat. Nope, I don't see anything about that. Interesting. Because, you know, typically in the AO, you have this secondary ray visibility, which I haven't had in this scene at least, making it the glass transparent, but that should, in theory, help with that. But I think part of the problem is there is something inside it, but that is a problem for a different day. But this crypto mat, if you've never used one before, is essentially a whole bunch of object IDs or material IDs all in one, so that you don't have to, set up multiple puzzle mats. And so that's what we're seeing here. The reason I don't like to use them for animations is they can be very big files. I'll take a look at the file size here in a second, but I've seen them be about 100 megabytes per still for a long animation. That's pretty problematic, but that seems to be pretty good. So I can switch over to After Effects. Let's get that right size. And I actually did this scene originally in Octane, so that's why I wanted to update it, since I now primarily use Redshift. Like I said, some of the user interface has changed. So we can come in here to our raw renders. Oh no. So, okay, we'll have to do something about that, because, all right, the crypto mat is a PNG. Okay, so, all right, interesting. This is one of the problems I have with AO is I do make a lot of things glow. So it's killing a lot of the light that was spilling on on that that outer kind of diamond there. So may not use the ambient occlusion, but let's try and figure out why it's saved as a PNG. Maybe something that, okay, that looks good. I may need to switch this to NEXR as well, or perhaps the multipass. But I thought for sure, as long as I save this as, no, okay. Let's see what it says. Oof, renders raw. Definitely didn't see that there. But let me check one more time. Make sure I didn't miss it. Nope. Okay, well, let's try this again. And like I said, another reason why I don't use crypto mats is they're a little bit tricky to set up. Multipass, I don't know if I want a multi-part. Whatever, just do all this. Scan line should be fine. Do this as an open EXR. Let's see what we get. Okay. Right, everything seems to be going pretty good. Interesting. Okay. Right, render seems to be coming along nicely. Soon I'll be able to go back into After Effects. Didn't really do anything with my render settings, was just using the, oh no. See, gosh darn it. Let's see what happens. So, okay, I don't think it's going to be in there, but we can give it a shot. Actually, in fact, I know it won't be in there. So, back here, so it looks like it's path. It's like doing the path twice, so let's just get rid of it there. And see what happens here. Okay, so that looks good. Looks good. Try this one more time. And we wait another 30 seconds. In the meantime, I'm going to hop over here and add an adjustment layer to add magic bullet looks. It's kind of my go-to for, you know, color correction and whatnot. All right. Open up the user interface there. I typically do this after I've kind of separated anything I wanted to and made adjustments to it. But for today, not a problem. I do like classic zombies. My two favorite categories are blockbuster, cool, and indie. But, you know, to each their own. Song Castle I like as well. Let's keep that one. One of my favorites. Cool. That looks good. I think my render's done. So let's see if I got my Cryptomat EXR. I don't think I did. That is frustrating. It has been a while since I've used it. I did bring in, no, I didn't import it. So let's see if by some chance it'll work in here. I'm 99% sure it won't. Okay, let's do, yeah. So I'm not seeing the colors here, which means it didn't work. So let's just do a puzzle map since I'm tired of trying to figure out my crypto map for today. It still said it wasn't able to do a path. Trying to save it out twice again. So let's just get rid of this. I'll leave that, but I'm also going to create a puzzle mat just in case. And I'll do material ID 1, 2, and 3. And I think 1 ought to just be good. Actually, we'll do second. And say material ID 4, 5, and 6. Right, so that's looking good. Now to assign these. Some of these are just Grayscale Gorilla presets. So it's one of the few plugins I do find worthwhile. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. I don't think I need anything there, so I'll do this one. Oh, this is a older, or the new material, so 4. Gray plastic can be 5. Glass, 6. I don't think that gave me everything, but honestly, not a huge deal. And let's render this one more time. Maybe I'll get that crypto map, maybe not. If not, well, we'll live. So I have those puzzle mats instead. So let's see, don't want that. Don't want that. And come back here. What I got currently, I think I am going to need that, but I can try adding a glow right now just to see what I get. Yep. Yeah. Fortunately, that is also a very bright area, so I can't just save it for the red. So once my render finishes, that rendered, right? Let's check. Wouldn't be a live stream if something didn't go wrong. So it didn't render unless my puzzle mats are in here now. Oh, let's not save out as EXRs anymore. No, PNG. Oh, there's the problem. Okay. Base file name, we'll just call this test. Maybe that will work. And honestly, I'm just going to clear out that folder there. That way, I stop getting confused. All right. Invalid path for direct AOV. Well, which path is it? You want that one? I don't think I can just save that out. Crypto map from, like, say, the picture view or something. Interesting. Now I'm not getting anything. Oh, so there's puzzle mat like that. Okay. Okay. And crypto mat, you're not working. So we'll render that and jump back in here. And let's see, starting to get a little crazy. All of these comps, I don't need all them. Don't need that. Let's see what we got. All right, cool. Didn't need that. Puzzle mats, can drop those in, turn those off. And let's see what else we got. All right. Set mat. That is the blue button. I feel like I missed one. Is this the one? What happened here? Okay, so that's all there was. Which means now just switch this one to the next puzzle mat and start over. All right, that will be the button. This is actually button text, so that way I don't confuse myself. At least it would be if I set it up right. I think this needs to go back to, there we go, green. Button. Green. Gray. Plastic. And lastly, glass. Then one more copy of the beauty pass just to fill everything in. I don't think that's quite the background. Actually, that's exactly what it is. It is my background. Okay, order here looks pretty good. Let's make the button glow. That's kind of the main thing I have left to do here. Alpha channel to extend it. And all right, don't mind it. Let's see, ambient occlusion is off. Okay. So maybe radiate out a little bit. Oh, whoa. That is so weird. I don't know if that's a live stream thing or what, but my viewport here is freaking out when I turn up radiate too much. This also needs to be above. There we go. Okay. So not too bad. A little bit strange how it's not kind of glowing there. Obviously, it makes sense why it's cut off. I think I would have needed to turn on reflect refract in my puzzle IDs. I'll do that a little bit later. Honestly, instead of optical glow, how about we do trap code shine? I'm pretty sure that's what I did previously. And that will give me ability to get some fractal noise coming out of here. All right. Ray length looks pretty good. Right. Don't really want to boost the light too much. Don't really like how that's orange. Why don't we just do all three of those just to be safe? And okay, cool. Now I'm starting to get that. I like a little bit of the shimmer. Well, that's more of an animation thing, but it also, right, can kind of see that. Also makes it easier to adjust ray length, so I don't get it too high. Okay. Maybe now boosting light a little. Oh, no. Nope. Fractal noise. Right, looks pretty good. Where's that boost light? That's pretty much nothing. Okay. Amount. Oh, that's the shimmer still. Where? See, I do want to boost the glow a little bit. Just put this in add. Actually, don't mind that. Okay, I'll leave that for now. Now, in my actual animation, I also have some smoke. I have some sparks. So once again, even though this is a still, we can go ahead and add those. That'll pretty much be the end of it. So let's call these sparks. Really should have changed the color there to black. Oh, must just be the color correction and then wrap code particular. Okay. Interesting. Right. Maybe it'll open. This is the part I'm slightly concerned about doing while streaming, since at least with Redshift, I can tell it what GPUs to use, and I have it use the two other GPUs I have other than my display GPU. But I can't do that with After Effects, or at least from the little bit I've looked into it, the little, quick Google search I did. So since I know that this is using the GPU, I'm always a little bit hesitant. So I want sparks, but I don't want like exploding sparks. Spark blast. See what we get. No. I just get like falling sparks. Okay, we can do rising embers. Close enough. All right. That will be where I start. Emitter type. Don't want the sizes linked. So I'm going to need, is that the Y to be wider? Maybe it's the X. Oh no. That's what I was afraid of. Oh, that's fun. Actually, actually it isn't. That is not fun at all. Well, I guess with that, I'm gonna go ahead and call the live stream. Sorry about that disappointing ending, but I don't really feel like putting all that together again. Keep an eye out though, as I will be working on it over the next day or two, and updating the graphics on the channel. So thank you to everybody who tuned in. And hopefully I'll be able to do these more often. I don't have an idea of when I'm going to be able to like do a scheduled time, but I will always make the recordings after the fact visible and for anybody to go back and watch. So once again, thanks everybody for coming out, and take care.